Alrighty. What is going on, everybody? This is Justin Martinez, aka Jada Sports Dude, coming to y'all live from my apartment. Hopefully you all are staying at your homes as well, practicing social distancing and staying safe during this pandemic, and I'm here to provide y'all with a little bit of extra entertainment. That's right, folks. It is time for New Mexico State versus Utah Valley. It is the first matchup between the two squads last season, and it's part of our month-long journey to go back and rewatch as many games as we can from last season. We are a couple games into WAC play, 3 games to be exact for the Aggies, and now it is time for a road trip as they face off against the Wolverines. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and you guys already know the drill if you've been following this series. I do have to pull up the live stream on my phone right now just to make sure that I'm in frame and to make sure that the title is correct. And then we'll go ahead and get started with the stream. The reason why I have to do this is just because as I'm looking at my laptop right now, I cannot see myself in the bottom left corner the way that you guys do. I'm just looking at the video. So, okay, looks like I'm in frame. Let's just change this title here. It was last night's game. It said Missouri, Kansas City, like it always does, and now we can change it to versus Utah Valley. There we go. Let's get started, folks. Good matchup here, as you guys know. The Wolverines did play the Aggies very close the second time around. Came down to a buzzer beater with Jabari Rice. And this one was good as well. We got the Aggies with the ball first. Speaking of Jabari Rice, cash money from the left wing. Now already out to a 3-0 start. Washington, or not Washington with the ball here. That's Averetti. Gets it out to Jardine, I believe. Hitting that 3-ball to tie it up. One of the better stretch bigs in the WAC as well. Now we got another stretch big in Johnny McCants with the ball here at the top of the arc. 15 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to get it to Jabari. Little pull up, no good this time. And that's Jardine with the rebound. He gets it out to, this I believe is Washington. TJ Washington. Evan Gilliard guarding him. Now the undisputed starting point guard with AJ Harris injured. So got a 3-ball there by, I'm just going to say Averett. I know I'm probably wrong, but that's just what I'll be saying the rest of the video. Gets it down low to Yvonne. He's got a really good shot blocker guarding him here in Emmanuel Aloja-Pokey. One of the better shot blockers in the entire country, not just the WAC. His block percentage, I believe, ended up being about top 5 in the whole country this past season. So ridiculous shot blocker. Just kind of really struggled with foul trouble this season. You know, being a shot blocker, that tends to be the case if you're a little bit aggressive trying to block. When he's on the court, he is a real difference maker on the defensive end. We got Yvonne with the ball here. Second free throw on the way. Got it to go. 5-4 Aggies. Washington with the ball here. And there's Evan doing what he does best, drawing a charge, getting in front of him. Washington saying that's a flop. There's a little bit of selling there by Evan, but at the end of the day, he's extending his arm. It's gonna be a charge. He's saying, let's hear it. I'm sure the crowd's telling him he was flopping as well. But that's a good call there. Aggies going the other way. 18 minutes on the clock in this first half. We got a steal there. Not sure why Washington kind of like punched it out. That was weird. He's going to find Isaiah White, who's driving and thriving, getting the home bounce. Ridiculously good finisher down low. Really strong. Hard to big body him. He can absorb that contact really well. He's a leading scorer for the team and has since transferred. I don't recall where he transferred to, but he is no longer with Utah Valley. This was his junior season, I believe. I got Averett driving here. Gets it out to White. I'm going to slow it down for a second here. Let me see where Isaiah White's going. So we got the ball sticking with Utah Valley here. Transferring to USC. There we go. Good D there by Jabari. Aggie's going the other way. Got Trev on the left wing. And you get it down low to Yvonne. He's taking this one. And there's the shot blocking ability of Alojapoki that I was talking about. As good as it gets in the country. And then a lob to him on the other end. The control to finish that despite being pushed there by I believe, Jabari Rice. Yeah. Look at that. You don't see Yvonne getting blocked a whole lot of times. And then to finish that on the other end. Crazy. 7-5 Wolverines right now. With a free throw pending. That one's up. It's no good. And Yvonne with the board here. 16:27 left in the first half. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Had a good day so far. So we got Evan with the deep three. No good. Alojapoki with the board. And he'll get it out to Averett. Finding Washington. Thought about it. No foul called. Trev going the other way. Good little dump pass to Johnny. Second chance. Good patience there. You know Alojapoki is going for that block. Got him up in the air, and that's easy free throws every time. Yep. Let's get him on the pump fake, and there's a foul. And he's going to go to the bench already. Got Johnny at the line. I believe that was Alojapoki's second foul already. 15:59 on the clock. First one's up, and it's good for Johnny. Seven to 6 in favor of the Wolverines. Got it to go. Just a heads up to everybody. I was supposed to talk to AJ today at 2 o'clock, and it didn't end up happening. Just wasn't able to get in touch with him. So I'm kind of on standby today. If he calls me right now and says, hey, I'm free to do this interview, I'm going to have to end the live stream and go and do that interview. So just a heads up. Although I've been waiting for a couple hours now, so at this point I don't think it's going to happen today. If that's the case, as we see Averett miss the corner three, if that's the case, then I'm definitely still going to try to talk to him tomorrow. And what I might just have to do is, as we see Trev drill the three, what I might just have to do is release the episode still tomorrow, but just at a later time. It's normally at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. But let's say if I talk to AJ at noon tomorrow, interview will be over at about 12:30, and I'll just go right straight to editing and hopefully get it out to you guys by about maybe 3 o'clock, you know. So hopefully that's the worst case scenario. I'm still hoping I can talk to him since he did say he was available. But yeah, I just wasn't able to have it happen earlier today. So we got yet another three by Trev, and that's a timeout by Utah Valley. Feeling it early on. Yeah, you can't just let him walk into this one wide open. A little deep, doesn't matter. It's NBA range right there. 13-7 Aggies with 14:50 left in the first half. As always, shout out to NM Aggie Athletic Archive for providing this video for us. We're providing all but I think just one of the games, one or two. So definitely go check out their channel here on YouTube. Other one we've been grabbing videos from is 04 NM Aggie, so make sure to check them out as well, show them some love. Utah Valley with the ball here, 13-7. Also guys, I am collecting questions for Aggie Mailbag. So that's going to be on Thursday. So we see Evan almost getting the steal there. That's going to be on Thursday. It's going to be both an article and a video version here on our YouTube channel. So if you guys got any questions regarding NMSU basketball, feel free. You can comment them here. If you guys want to reach out to me on Twitter, you can find me there at JTheSportsDude. You can DM or you can message our Facebook page, which is Las Cruces Sun U Sports. And then you can even email me, which is jmmartinez@gannett.com. So plenty of ways to reach me. Definitely send in any questions that you guys have. As long as you guys keep sending them questions, I will. I'll keep this series going. So we got a charge call. Johnny drawing that one. Yes, sir. I mean, the question there is if he had his feet set before his guy left the ground. I couldn't quite tell from that angle, but he was definitely outside the restricted area. They're calling the charge there. CJ with the ball at the top of the arc here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Swinging it around. Yet another three by Trev. No good this time. Johnny went for the highlight there. That would have been a nasty putback dunk. 13-7. Look at this. Ooh. Only thing stopping him was the foul there. I know that guy is not complaining about that call. Number 22. Is that Jardine? Dude, you got him on the arm pretty clearly. Come on now. First one's good by Johnny. Cameron Montano, appreciate you tuning in, man. Says any news on the basketball schedule? No news on the basketball schedule right now. Still just kind of on standby for it. So we're still waiting for that. Second free throw is no good by Johnny. We got Washington going the other way. I was going to stay with Utah Valley as Sean pokes it away there. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to leave in the middle of this live stream, but if I do hear from AJ, that's what I'll have to do, and I'll just, once it's over, it'll be like another half hour, but once it's over, I can definitely start up the stream again. I'll just pick up where I left off. But we'll look to do that as we see a little sidestep by Washington. Three-pointer no good, though. Aggies doubled up right now, 14-7. 13:25 left in the first half. He's got Will getting some early minutes here. Trev with the ball now. Let's see, are they calling a moving screen there on Will? I do have it muted, so that way you guys can hear what I'm saying. So that's why, if they're saying something there, I'm not hearing it. So I believe that was a moving screen. Anyways, we got Utah Valley going the other way. Nice take by Washington. Got Terrell kicking it out. Almost a turnover there, but Sean saves it. 12 on the shot clock. Sloppy pass there. It's going the White the other way, and he's finishing this one. Yeah, you know he's finishing that one. too big. Nothing Sean can do there. No reason for him to pass it up. 14-11. New Mexico State with 12:25 left in the first half. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. As always, whether you're watching this live or on playback. Yeah, like I said, one of the better finishers in the WAC. Now transferred to USC. Isaiah White has no problem taking that one. You see a quick look at Trev there. As you guys know, he did get injured in this game. I believe it was, I want to say it was in this first half. If not really early in the second, but yeah, he did try to play it through in the next game against Seattle, but ultimately had to take some time off there. So you got Sean Buchanan driving. No foul call there. You got Washington going the other way. Oof. Vicious block by Trev. That was a nice little in and out move by Washington to get to the hole, but great help defense there by Trev. Loose ball there, going the other way. Rattles home. (14 to 13). Aggies. As I said, we do have Aggie Mailbag going on right now, collecting questions. If you guys have anything, feel free to comment them or hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Aggie Alert, all that stuff. So that'll be Thursday. And I'll usually take about 3 to 5 questions. So. And also, if you guys are going to send in a question, you can feel free to ask me multiple questions, but keep it one question per post. So if you want to ask me, you know, this is just like, obviously this isn't a great question, but like fastest player on the team, strongest player on the team, put each one of those in their own post, because I am going to be taking screenshots of them and putting them on the video version that I'm going to be doing. Like I'll read it off, kind of like what I do for Straight Shooter for the fan Q&A. So it's just a lot easier to read. It's a lot less cluttered if it's just the one question, you know? Because I've had some people send me literally 6 questions just in the same post, just one question after another. And if I'm only going to read 1 or 2 of them, then like the rest is just this massive thing there on the screen, you know? So if y'all could do that, I'd appreciate it. Anyways, we got a 14 to 13 ball game here, 10:44 on the clock. Nice move there by Vaughn, gets it to go. Patience down low, 16 to 13. Hopefully y'all are having a good day so far. My day hasn't been too bad. I have been on standby for this interview, unfortunately. As you see, Isaiah White extending his range. Not really a knockdown three-point shooter, more known for his finishing, but gotta force the defense to respect it. Yeah, I pretty much just been on standby today. I had a couple other things I wanted to leave my apartment to go do, but just been kind of waiting here. So that's a little annoying, but you know, it is what it is. These guys are busy. So we got a corner pocket rocket by Terrell Brown. Other than that, though, day's been pretty good so far. Johnny with the rip. It's to Yvonne down low. He's going to work. They're going to call a travel this time. It's going possession to Utah Valley. Just pulling up the box score here for this one. So we can have that ready at halftime. I'll read off the first half stats. You guys know the deal by now. So got Washington with the ball here. There we go. Still Utah Valley ball. Isaiah White set to inbound it. White with the ball here, top of the arc. Again? Okay, not that time. Like I said, not the best three-point shooter. But good enough to where you got to cover him at least. This is all you really need for a power forward. So we see a dunk there by Johnny. Let's see, who got him on that find? I couldn't see it in time. Cameron Montano asked, did you know A.J. Harris can dunk? Did it against Florida in the NIT? I am very aware of this guy's vertical. I've seen him, I saw that one specifically. I remember that call. He's like, he's 5'9". He just dunked on the whole state of Florida. Yeah, I remember that one. But yeah, he actually did a couple of pregame dunks. I think it was the Northern New Mexico game, because that was the only home game that he was back this past season. He did a couple of the warm-up dunks. You know, the whole team likes to do them. I didn't get it on video, but yeah, he can get up there for sure, for sure. And that's one of the questions that I'm going to ask him for the fan Q&A, because somebody asked, like, when's the next time we're going to see you do a dunk like that? And then I'm going to show him the video of it, because I just want to get his reaction to it. So yeah, I'll show that one to him for sure. But yeah, I remember that one without a doubt. Yeah, they got a lot of guys, some of these guards that can dunk. Like, Sean can get up there. Not really in-game. I don't think he had an in-game dunk this whole season, but during warm-ups he can. Coming in, C.J. Roberts can. Kalen Williams can get up there. So, yeah, athleticism is one of those big things that everyone I've talked to has pointed out when it comes to these new guys, that there's a lot of guys who can get up there. So we got a 21-16 ball game with 7:59 left in the first half. Got McCants at the line. Before that, we got a quick break. I don't think it's been edited out. I think they're letting the stoppages run. Let me see. How long is this video? An hour 17? Oh, they have to be editing it out then. Because they're letting this play. Maybe not. Shout out to Rachel Vigil. And we got the first free throw by Johnny, and it's good. Just under 8 to go. Looking to make this 23-16 Aggies. And Evan just shot out of the cannon there. Applying some pressure. You'd like to see it. Washington with the ball here. Gets it to Averett. 15 on the shot clock. Kick out there. Washington, no good. It's Yvonne with the board. What are they calling here? Going the other way? Yeah, it looks like he ran into him there. Can we get a replay on that? Yeah. yeah, he ran into him. A little bit of acting, which is funny because Washington was saying earlier that Evan was flopping. But anyways, we got a 23-16 game. Turnaround shot no good. Johnny with the board. 7 minutes to go. See, I'm going to be checking my phone a lot during the stream because any sort of notification there, I'm just hoping that it's a text from the SID or from AJ. So I'm going to be looking down a lot at that. So you see the 3 ball there, no good. Washington going the other way. Little scoop pass there to White. Yet another 3 attempt. This one goes down. Wow. Wow, I don't recall his shooting percentage from deep, but it was not great. It wasn't terrible in his defense. Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but he's stroking it right now. Yvonne backing his man down low. They're going to call another travel. That's the second one called on Yvonne there. Not happy. Let's see. Got that one staying with Utah Valley. I'm just checking up these stats for Isaiah. I'm just curious. Let's see, 3-point percentage. Oh wow, 22.4% from deep the whole season. So definitely, that's part of the game plan. Force him to shoot it as opposed to taking it to the rack where he's has one of the better 2-point percentages in the conference. That one's no good though, and it's a little bit of a scramble there. They're going to call a jump ball. That one should stay with the Wolverines. Good contest there by CJ. Missed it there. Is that an and one? I believe that's Woodbury. Didn't even get to see that. We should get a replay. Here we go. They calling that on Trev from behind? Looks like Sean pulled away. Again, I have it muted, so I don't know. It was one of them, but I think it was Trev from behind. Didn't seem like a whole lot, though, at least from that angle. But anyways, you got a 23-22 ball game. Utah Valley hanging in there at home. 5:18 left. Okay, that stat says Utah Valley shooting 0% from the floor. What does that mean? Right? Am I just tripping? That didn't make any sense, right? Unless they're talking about like a certain time period. Anyways. Trev going the other way, pulling up, knocking it down. I remember that one. He has to make that shot because if he doesn't, he's going to hear it. Pulling up from 3 on a fast break, a 3v1 fast break. You got to knock it down if you're going to pull that. But he's got the hot hand so far. That's his 3rd triple. Karen Montano says, for Aggie Mailbag, what role do you think Donnie Tillman will have this season? Yeah, I can definitely do that. Still, as of right now, he's not immediately eligible, but I can definitely do a scenario where if he does get become eligible, because right now just a waiver's been submitted by the Aggies and they're waiting to find out. Same with Jacob Tryon. Same with Mayan Kurd, Marcus Watson, although at the latest they're going to be available in the spring. At the earliest, they'll get immediate eligibility if this waiver goes through. But I think that's all the guys that have pending waivers right now. And then obviously AJ too. 28-22. They're going to call a charge there. Second charge drawn by Johnny this game. I want to say that's the guy that Jabari hit the game winner over in the second matchup. I might be wrong, but I think that is. I should probably know. We watched it with Evan during Straight Shooter, but I forgot the guy's name. I think that was him. He comes up on the short end of the stick there again. That's a charge call. Now we got Aggies going the other way. Swinging it around to Sean. He's going to pull this one. Yikes. I don't know if that was tipped or not. That's a decent look. Not too mad at it. It's a good extra pass there to get it to him. 28-22 with 3:38 left in the first half. We got yet another break here. And I believe, yeah, right at this point, I don't think they are editing any of this out, which is crazy because if it's, oh no, they kind of are, yeah. Because if the video is only an hour 17 and it's not edited, then that's a really short game. Free throws here for, is this Woodbury? I remember the names of maybe like 5 or 6 guys. Like the starting 5 pretty much for Utah Valley, but not the other guys. I think that's Woodbury though. 28-24 with 3:35 left. Can we get this little thing to stop? I'm trying to get this bar here out of it. As we see Terrell with the 3, no good. Let's see, is it just that? No, that makes it worse. It should just go away once I let it sit for a little bit. There we go. Cool. 3:20 to go. Were you calling foul on Johnny there? I guess they had to have been. Okay, now I'm confused. Because Utah Valley's not in the bonus. So are they calling some sort of a technical or something? I don't know. This is why I really wish that I could find that balance where I could have the commentators on. But I guess it's more important that you guys hear what I'm saying. Because for some reason you guys can't hear it, even though when I have it playing it's very low. But I think it's just because the camera I have attached is really close to the laptop microphone. 28-24. Cameron, yes, you're right. His name is Jamison Overton. Jabari shot the ball over. Okay, cool. Jamison Overton. Shot it over Overton. Isaiah White, yet another 3. He's letting it fly. That one's brick, though. But I think he's 2 for 4 so far. That's not bad, considering he's shooting 22%. But that was 22% by the end of the season. Maybe it was a little bit higher going into this game since it was early on, but still not his game. Now we got free throws because of the bonus, so we got Trev at the line here. Forward should be a 1-and-1. Or not. Yeah, this is why I really want to get the volume on. My bad, guys. Trev's second free throw on its way. Got it to go. 30-24. Aggies with 2:54 left. Got a little bit of pressure there. Something light. And the Aggies, Utah Valley breaks it. Averett with the ball. Again, apologize if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Avaretti, Averett. I think it's just Averett. But you guys know I'm really bad at name pronunciation. Ooh. That looked like it was going to be a lob or something at first. Nice floater. as the shot clock is expiring. Wow. 30-26 with 2:10 left in this first half. Evans circling his way around, try to get it to Yvonne there. Allen sails out of bounds, turnover. Yeah, at halftime we're going to be pulling up the halftime stats, and then we'll watch the final 20 minutes of this one. 4-point game right now. Already 9 turnovers for the Aggies. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Usually, if they keep it to single digits, that's a good day. But already 9 in the first half. A nice move there by Trev. Gets past them. Johnny thought about it. He'll take this one though. Trev no good. Offensive board by the Cruises Crusader. Terrell Brown, corner pocket, rocket. Got it to go. What the hand in his face. Ooh, just skipped ahead there. That's weird. Alright, I think it was just the next possession though. 33-26 right now. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Another little running shot there by Averett. This time it's no good. Evan going the other way. Gets it to Trev. Almost got that to fall. Alright, it's kind of like skipping for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that. That's just the video. But I guess no harm, no foul, since we got free throws here. Evan back to number 0 this time. I think last game he was 20. Something like that. Switching it up. Getting comfortable, you know, getting comfortable. First year on the squad. Second free throw on its way. Got it to go. 90% shooting from the line for the Aggies so far. Averett throwing it down low, kicking it out to Isaiah White. Yet another 3, this time no good. Risky save under your own basket there by Evan. Don't want to do that. It's going to lead the free throws for Isaiah White. Wolverines down by 8 right now with 10 ticks on the clock in this first half. First one is good. 34-27. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or on playback. If you guys are enjoying this, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff as I start to pull up this first half box score. Second free throw is no good by White. One last chance for the Aggies. They're going to get it to Williams in the corner there. No good. Maybe a little heave here wouldn't have counted. Oof. A little high too. Good catch there by Bryce. So that is halftime. Let's take a quick look at the stats from the first 20 minutes for the Aggies. This is the first half. For the Aggies, it's Trevelin Queen with 13 points on 4 for 6 shooting, 3 for 5 from deep. He also has 3 boards and an assist, also 2 steals in the first 20 minutes, and then we got Johnny McCants with 7 points and 7 boards, well on pace to a double-double. He has a steal in the mix as well. Then we got Terrell Brown with 6 points, and that's on 2 for 3 shooting. Like I said, 10 turnovers for the Aggies, definitely the big focal point in terms of things they need to correct in the second half here. They're shooting 40.9% from the field, 42.9% from deep, that's 6 for 14, and then 83.3% from the free throw line, aka 10 for 12. For Utah Valley, it's Isaiah White with 11 points, 2 for 5 shooting from deep, 4 for 8 from the floor, and then he also has 7 boards as well, and a steal. Then we got Trey Woodbury coming off the bench, 5 points and 4 assists. Not a bad showing for him off the bench, 1 for 2 shooting, and then just 7 turnovers. I'm saying just 7, that's still a lot. 7 turnovers for Utah Valley. Wolverines are shooting 38.5% from the field, 27.3% from deep. That's 3 for 11, and 2 of those alone are coming from White. And then 57.1% from the free throw line. That's 4 for 7 from the charity stripe. Cool. Cool. Second half, let's get it started. Let's go ahead and play this interview so you guys can hear it. Let's go back.
Hands in just a moment. Looks like Rachel's ready. Go ahead, Rachel.
Thanks, Michael. Coach, only 4 points scored in the last 4 minutes of that half. What offensively needs to get going to come out in the second half?
Yeah, we had a bunch of guys saddled with 2 fouls. We didn't handle it very well. Our bench didn't perform very well. And they switched some defenses up, so credit to them as well.
10 turnovers, 8 points for the Wolverines off those turnovers. What do you guys need to do better to protect the ball?
Yeah, turnovers has been one of our Achilles' heels all season long. We thought we had it under control, but unfortunately it doesn't look like we do.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Rachel and Coach Jans, thanks so much.
Rachel bringing up some good points there. Yeah, turnovers, a big thing, and then bench points as well. Not a whole lot of production so far. 34-27, but this is a team that has dealing with a lot of injuries, so bench is a little bit short right now. Still though. This is still going. Let's just go straight to the second half. Sorry, Rachel. 34-27. Aggies right now with we're just about 10 seconds into the second half. Jabari getting the ball. So Trev did get injured in the second half. Okay. Pretty early, I think, though. Good D there by Aloja Pokey, not budging. It's a big guy backing you down in Johnny McCants. So you got Washington gathering the pass here. Ooh, nice little up and under move, and one by Jardine. That's a good move there. And that starts with them having to respect him at the three-point line right here. Jabari has to come up because he can knock it down. Jardine not the quickest, but he's able to get Jabari on his heels there and drive. 34-29 with this one free throw pending, and it's no good. It'll stay that way. 19-18 left in the second half. Aggies on the road trying to improve to 4-0 in WAC play? No. 4-0, yeah. Cal Baptist, Chicago State, UMKC, and now this. Little step back here by Trev, no good. No finding him again. This time he'll get it to go. Yeah, I'm still checking my phone every now and then, just in case I do hear back from AJ's. We got a steal there, almost by Trev. In case I hear back from AJ, I will have to do the interview just on the spot. So. Russ Bradford sending in a question for AJ saying, ask AJ if he's really secretly a Kawasaki motorcycle, because that's what it seems like when he plays sometimes. That's a good question. I already have them done, like the ones I already have them locked in. But I think I might have to just throw that in. That's too good. That's too good to not throw in. That's funny. Yeah, we got plenty of people sending in questions right now for AJ, but I need y'all to send me some questions for the mailbag as well. Still waiting on that. We got a couple so far. Not a whole lot. I only need 3 to 5 though. And it's only Tuesday. I'll send out another tweet tomorrow since the article and video will go up on Thursday. Trev almost getting that putback dunk to go. I like all the replays. You don't really see a whole lot of these in some of these road games. New Mexico State doesn't do a whole lot of replays either. They got a lot of them here at Utah Valley, so that's cool. TJ Washington, second free throw, got it to go. 36-34 with 17:28 left in this ball game. We got a good one, folks. 2-point game. Terrell Brown with the ball at the top of the arc. He's going to get it to Evan. Right back. A little back and forth between the two. Got stuck there down low. You don't want to put a shot up on a Lojapoki if you're Evan. That's a dangerous game right there. Two-point ball game. It's going to stay with the Aggies, and they got 20 seconds on the shot clock. Evan to inbound. Trying to get it down low to CJ. It's too good. Clean defense from Lojapoki. Good hustle there by Evan, though. They're saying it's still out on him. He's not happy. Couldn't really see it from that angle. Let's see. Way to stick with it. That does look like it was off of Evan's foot, though. But you like to see that, though. Sticking with it. 2-point game, 16:45. Avert with the ball is going to get it out to Jardine. This one's no good. And Evan with the rebound. It's a tough finish over the shot blocker. Good take there by Johnny. Strong take. Yeah, usually if you're going up against a really good shot blocker, you got to do a little bit more force than finesse. Just try to bully them to where at least you're going to get fouled, you know. And Johnny can definitely do just that. He's a big dude. 2-point game with 16 minutes left in this one. Oh, just miscommunication there. Trev thought they were cutting. That's a turnover. Dan's talking to Evan a little bit there. I was about to go over here and skip the stoppage, but it looks like they're editing it out. Shout out to NM Aggie Athletic Archive, as always, for providing these videos, and also 04 NM Aggie for providing a couple that Aggie Athletic Archive doesn't have. 38-36 with under 16 to go, folks. Good rip there by Trev. Feels like he gets 1 or 2 of those every single game. Honestly. I believe that's his 3rd steal already of this game. Just a menace defensively, man. TJ Washington with the ball here. Nice little pass to Lojapoki. Good finish. Wolverines just hanging in there. 15-14 left. Spin move by Iban. Kicks it out. Extra pass there. It's a tough take by Terrell. He'll get free throws though. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. Evan wincing a bit there. I don't know if that's just fatigue or something happened. He didn't miss any time this season. First free throw is good by Terrell. 41-38. Just over 15 minutes ago. Appreciate everybody tuning in as we see Loj Pokey. Again, foul trouble, the really big thing with him this whole season. Why his minutes weren't the most consistent. When you're an aggressive shot blocker, that's going to happen sometimes. So he'll have to sit for a little while. It is now 42-38. Evan drawing the charge. There's just an ongoing feud this game. Washington saying he's flopping. That's the second time that Evan's drawn a charge on him specifically, and he's not happy about it. Speaking of Evan, got the ball here, a little midi. Got it to go. Good shot there. 44-38 with under 15 left in this one. Like I was saying, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hopefully y'all are doing well, having a good day, staying safe, washing your hands, all that kind of stuff. My day hasn't been too bad. So got Isaiah White. That's what he does best, is getting in the lane, finishing, or at least getting a foul. He'll get free throws this time. Throws up, got it. 1-2. Yeah, did not get to travel to this game. Haven't said that yet, but didn't get to travel out to it. Probably wouldn't have been that long of a trip. I mean, it would have had to have been a flight, but wouldn't have been too bad. But yeah, I didn't make it out to this one. Wish I could have. I want to travel out to all these games, but that's just not in our budget. So we see Jardine with the offensive board. Can't convert though. 44-39, 14 minutes and some change left. Terrell with the ball here, gets the Trev right back. Aggie swinging it around. That's a good look there for CJ. Corner, pocket, rocket. Got it to go. Good ball movement by the Aggies. Something this team does really well. They have a lot of guys who move well without the basketball. And even when they were struggling with their three-point percentage early in the season specifically, it was good looks. Like, they get good looks, but, you know, even high percentage shots don't always fall. So you see there's where Trev gets injured here. Yeah, so he's down. Hate to see that happen to anyone, man. But shout out to Trev for making a really quick recovery. We'll get into that more, you know, once he does come back a couple games later, you know. So we're watching this whole season, so I'll talk about it more, his whole recovery process. But he didn't let this keep him out for too long. He came back well ahead of schedule. So, dude's a trooper. Obviously not his first injury. He had an elbow injury earlier on in his career. But he'll head to the bench, and that's the last we'll see of him from this game. No, actually he does come back. He does come back in this one. Then he tries to play a little bit of Seattle before being out, I think. If not missing the whole game from Seattle. I think he came back in this one and then didn't play. No, he did play some in Seattle. He did. So you see Terrell with the and one. The speed. Turning on the Jets there. Look at this. Good luck catching him. Good luck. We talk all the time about who's faster between Evan and AJ, but I don't know. Maybe Terrell can give him a run for their money if he gets the full court sprint. Who knows? Who knows? Aggie's got a 10-point lead here as we see Trev getting stretched out there at the end of the bench. $50-39 with just under 13 minutes left in this one. Kick out, no good. CJ with the board. Aggie's running. Bar going the other way. $11-point game. Thought about it for a second there. We got Johnny down low. 10 on the shot clock. Little turnaround, hook shot, got it to go. So efficient from the floor, whether it's down low or from three-point range. It's not a dude who takes a lot of bad shots. Not a dude who really forces anything, honestly. The majority of his points just come within the flow of the game. So it'll be interesting to see what his shooting percentages look like this upcoming season, you know, when there's maybe a little bit a bigger role for him. So we see the slam. That's a high percentage shot for sure. Not missing too many of those. Dunk by Johnny makes it 54-39 with 11:47 left. Look at this. I think they're giving Evan the rip there from behind. Good stuff. You see Trev on his feet. That's a good sign. I do think he came back for a little bit in this one, I think. So we got Averett with the ball. Sean Buchanan in the game here guarding him. Stumbling a bit. Washington driving. Nice layup. Good layup. Pretty much impossible to block from that angle for Sean Williams when he turns his back to him and hits him with the right-handed shot. Pretty crafty move there. 13-point game with 11:20 left. Williams got to save it. Gets it to Jabari. That's a deep one. Doesn't matter. Steaming. 57-41. Aggie starting to pull away. Really for the first time all game. Wolverines played them really close in that first half and for the first 5 minutes or so of the second half. Washington driving again. This time he'll kick it out. Averett thought about it. 3-ball Woodbury, no good. CJ with the board. 10:35 to go. So kicking it out to Johnny. He can hit it. Not this time, though. Little floater on the baseline by Avery. No good. Yeah, he's going the other way. They should slow it down here a bit, yeah. No rush. Up 16 with 10 minutes left in this road game. Tough take there by Jabari. He's taking a bit to get up here. I think he's fine. I didn't see which way they called that. because I do have it muted right now, so. But we should see right away because they should edit out this little stoppage period. So I guess they call it on the floor beforehand. Anyways, we got CJ, close range bucket, 18-point game. Biggest lead of the night for the Aggies up to this point. Isaiah White with the ball. He's been kind of quiet this the second half. Having double digits in that first half. Washington getting to the line here. Yeah, not a whole lot of Isaiah White the second half. Who is their lead scorer? Two free throws for the Utah Valley guard. First one is up and it's good. Aggies trying to get their fourth WAC win. This time in the den at Utah Valley. Looks like there's not really anybody at this game. I'm really just now looking at the crowd. Yeah, looking pretty empty there. Sean Buchanan with the ball, gets it to CJ, up top to Johnny. Oh, catch and shoot. That one's no good. Offensive board. Still no good. 16-point ball game, 9:17 left in this one. They're going to call a foul on Sean here. Let's see, I think he got his arms caught up there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a foul. Yeah, they'll allow a little bit of contact when two guys are fighting for the boards, but usually if you get your arm caught underneath somebody else, it's a pretty easy call. Washington with a nice pass to Jardine. Blows the finish, though. Yikes. Tough. Trev back in the game. Giving it a go here, testing it out. That's the second time that Washington hasn't stolen the ball, but it's just like punched it, you know? A little weird. Because I remember I was doing film on him because he was one of the guys when I wrote the preview article that I was previewing, and he had a couple of those in some games prior to this too. So I don't know why he does that. I mean, he's not the tallest, so maybe he just can't get a full hand on it. But like he'll just punch it for some reason. Anyways, as we see Sean Williams hit the three ball there. 62-45 with 8 minutes to go in this one. But I guess that does still count as a steal for him as long as one of his teammates gets the ball, you know. Calling a charge this time. Sean Buchanan drawing it. It's about the third or fourth drawn charge by the Aggies in this one. Shout out to everybody tuning in as always. Hope y'all are having a good day. A good afternoon, I guess. Hope you've had a good day. I don't know. Still waiting to hear back from AJ for this upcoming episode of Straight Shooter, so just a heads up to you guys, the episode might be a little bit late. As we see Trev just dropped the ball there. Literally. Yeah, so it might be a little bit late. Hopefully still tomorrow, but just later on in the day as opposed to the normal 11 a.m. Mountain Time. I'll keep you guys updated on my Twitter at JTheSportsDude. I'll let you know what's going on with that. But hopefully I will, we see Aloja Pokey with the tip in. Hopefully I'll get to talk to him tonight, and if not, tomorrow. And if I don't hear from him tomorrow, then I'll try to get another guest, and as soon as I can get the video out to you guys, whether it be late Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, I'll try to get something out for you guys this week, because I do still want this to be every single week. But we'll see. 6:55 left, 62-47 in favor of Los Aggies. Averett, corner pocket, no good. Aloja Pokey with the board, but it gets bumped out. It'll go to the Aggies. Aggies +9 on the boards in this one. Turnovers, they limited that in the second half too, so that was really big for them. Will finding Terrell at the top of the arc, got it to go. Another big bucket by him. I believe he had double-digit points in this game as well. So back-to-back double-digit outings for Terrell. Love to see it. Stephen M, appreciate you for tuning in. He says, good evening, I'm late. Meeting with my editor, no problem at all. Appreciate you either way. Aggie's in control right here. Yeah, not sure if you were here just a couple minutes ago, Stephen, but I just let you know. I still haven't heard from AJ. So we were supposed to talk at 2, but never got the call. So hopefully I'll talk to him tonight. If not, hopefully early tomorrow, and maybe just the publishing time for the episode will be a little bit late tomorrow, as opposed to 11 a.m. might be in the afternoon or in the evening. And if for some reason I don't hear back from him at all tomorrow, then I'll try to talk to somebody else and get you guys an episode, whether it be on Thursday or on Friday. I'll try to have something this week for you guys, in addition to the Aggie Mailbag, of course, but it's kind of where we're at with things right now, unfortunately. We got a 65-49 game, 5:42 left. Aggies on the home stretch of improving to 4-0 in WAC play, with the game against Seattle coming up after this, I believe. That'll be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Terrell, top of the arc, another one, got it to go. Same spot, same result. The Oakland native heating up. I'm blanking on his hometown right now. I know it's not technically Oakland because he does live in one of the cities right outside of it. Hayward, okay, there you go. My bad. He says Oakland sometimes too, though. But anyways, Johnny with the ball down low. Got Will now with it. This is a heat check here. Yeah, that's a heat check. Don't mind it if he's feeling it. At this point, with sort of the slow start that he has, you see Will with the nice block. I'm sure Jans doesn't mind that, a little heat check shot, just because you just want to see his confidence get up there again. And it definitely has. It definitely has at this point in the season. You can tell. And he's just healthier, Groin isn't bothering him as much. At a 19-point game, 4:06 left in this one. Once this game's over, we will look up what my final score prediction was heading into this one, see how accurate that was. We'll look up the final box scores, and then we'll also check out the quotes that we got from the team. I don't recall who we talked to. Definitely Jans, because if it's a road game after a win, we'll usually get a quote. And I don't believe we talked to any players after this one, but we'll see. We shall see. So you got a timeout there. I'm just gonna start pulling up all this stuff right now. Might as well. Wait, did that just skip to final? Why did that scoreboard say final? Weren't there like 3 minutes left? Okay, that was just an error. Right? I'm not bugging, right? It said final there. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it did. But we do have about 4 minutes left. That's what I thought. Alright, this is probably going to be a hard article to find just because with our search engine, if we search Wolverines or Utah Valley, it's going to show the game winner one as opposed to this one. But let's see if I can find it. Okay, not that one. Alright, there we go. Got my final score prediction. Final score for this one was 74-63 in favor of the Aggies. Not too bad. I don't recall what the final score was, but we'll see right now. Might be pretty close, honestly. 6 points for the Aggies, 9 points for Utah Valley. Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. Yeah, I don't know which games I was off on or anything like that because I never go back and check it until now. Cameron Montano, any news on the Harris interview? No news so far, still just waiting. Yeah, hopefully talk to him today, sometime early tomorrow. If not, I'll try to set something up with somebody else during the week and at least get you guys an episode on Thursday or Friday. But fingers crossed it doesn't come down to that, and that AJ will get back to me, whether it be tonight or tomorrow. But we're just waiting right now. I don't think he's on social media or anything at all today. He hasn't put anything out. Usually guys will like or retweet the post that I send where I'm like gathering fan Q&A, and he didn't do that. So I think he's just busy with something today, which I get. We got Sean Williams with the ball here. Gets it to Sean Buchanan. We got Terrell with the ball. Isaiah White guarding him. And we got a foul. 12-point game, folks, with 1:33. Finish line in sight for the Aggies. Tomorrow night's game is going to be against Seattle at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so you guys can make sure to join me for that, so we can keep talking some Aggie hoops. Looking forward to that one as well. That was one of those where the Aggies had to make a second half comeback. Before that happens, we got 1:33 left in this one. First free throw good by Sean Williams, who still has not committed anywhere since entering the transfer portal a couple months ago. I'm still keeping tabs on him. So whenever he does ultimately decide where he's going, I'll put out an article. Same with DeJour Joseph, since I did that with Robert Brown when he committed to Iona. I just put out a quick little brief. So I'll do the same with those two guys. And if you guys have any questions for me for Aggie Mailbag, feel free to comment them below here. Hit me up on Twitter at JTheSportsDude. Message me. on our Facebook page, Las Cruces Sun U Sports. Plenty of ways to reach out to me. There's also a post of mine on Aggie Alert that you guys can comment your questions there. Plenty of ways to submit your questions and get involved. 52 seconds left in this one. Aggies just draining out the clock. We're going to look at final box score and also quotes from the team once this is over here. Three ball by Isaiah White. Started off hot from deep. Not so much this second half. Shot clock is off, and that should do it, folks. That should be into that. I did see that Coach Jans got interviewed at halftime of this game. So if he does get interviewed right now after this, if they show it, then I'll go ahead and I'll turn the volume on so you guys can hear that. Because we do have 4 minutes left, 3.5, so probably we got something from Jans. We'll see right now. That's going to do it, 70-56. And what did I say? I said 74-63. I'll take that. That's close enough. Close enough. Let's see if they talk to Jans. While they're doing that, I'm going to pull up the stats. Doesn't look like we're going to hear from Jans. Which, I mean, isn't the worst thing. We do have quotes if I can just find this article. Utah Valley. That's all that I'm trying to find right now. There we go. NMSU conquers Utah Valley, remains perfect in the WAC. Cool. Before we get into that, let's take a look at the final stats for this one. Oh, we do have a... Okay, here we go.
Third game of this month that your team has won by more than 10 points. 7th this season. What is allowing you to break down the team's defense so well?
Coach just tells us to make the simple plays, outwork our opponents. If you outwork them, you can outwork. I mean, you can win the game. Just make simple plays and get everybody involved. Be unselfish.
17 points for you tonight. What were you saying that you could break down the Wolverines defense?
Just to be competitive and just to work hard and just get to my spots and play my game. Don't let nobody dictate what I do.
Undefeated in WAC play still. You have not lost in WAC play since last year, the first game of the year for WAC. What does that mean? How special is this group?
It's a good feeling, but we don't really hang our hats on that type of stuff. We just like to come out and compete every day, just try to get the win and take the task at hand and just block all that stuff out and just compete.
Congratulations. Thank you. Back to you, Michael.
Rachel and Queen, thank you. How about Johnny Mc...
Can we get a quick look at that again? That's pretty good. Alright guys, let's take a quick look at this final box score before we get out of here. In addition to the quotes. Leading the way for the Aggies, a pair of 17-point performances for Trevelyan Queen and Terrell Brown. Queen shot 6 for 11, had 4 rebounds, and then 3 steals. And then Terrell, in addition to his 17 points, had 1 rebound and 1 assist on 5 for 9 shooting. Johnny McCants, the only other double-digit scorer, 13 points, 8 boards, and 3 dimes for him. The Aggies shot 44.9% from the floor, 37.9% from deep, that's 11 for 29, and then 88.2% from the free throw line. 15 turnovers, which is a lot. However, after getting 10 in the first half, it was down to 5 in the second half, so that was a real game changer. And then a quick look at Utah Valley. We got Isaiah White with 16 points, also a steal and 11 rebounds, so a double-digit performance for him. 6 for 13 shooting, 2 for 6 from deep, after I believe starting off 2 for 3, so went a little bit cold there. And then Kasdan, Jardine, if I'm pronouncing that right, 10 points and 4 boards, 2 for 3 shooting from deep for the big man. So pretty impressive stuff. And that's about it for the Wolverines. They shot 40.4% from the field, 26.3% from deep. It's not very good, 5 for 19. And then 64.3% from the free throw line. 14 turnovers, 1 short of matching the Aggies. Quick look at the quotes. Let's see who we got to talk to. We got to talk to Just Jans in this one. So this is him talking about the late run that they made in this game. He said, I thought our defense took hold in the second half. This has been an interesting year. We haven't been as good defensively as some of our past teams, but I think they're coming along. We started getting consecutive stops, and then we got that cushion, and we were able to close out. End quote. And then we got one more quote from him on the upcoming game against Seattle, which is the game we're watching tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. He says it's going to be a tough turnaround. We have a big old fly Friday and play Saturday against a Seattle team that's well coached with a lot of returnees who obviously, with their recent outing against Utah Valley, is playing at a high level. It's going to be very difficult for us. But that is going to do it, folks. Let's see. Let's take one last look at here. See if any more comments. I think we're good. I think everybody's ready to get out of here. Shout out to everybody for tuning in for this one. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys can see every time that I go live and every time that I publish other content. Like I said, we do have some more college football content coming out via Jason Groves, our sports editor. And then we do still have a couple of other series going on with Stray Shooter and Aggie Mailbag. That's going to be a thing moving forward. For as much of this offseason as we can, we're going to talk to as many guys as we can. But I think that's it for me tonight, guys. This has been Justin Martinez, a.k.a. Jay the Sports Dude. I'm out.